here we have our carrots. We're going to cut a carrot, but before I cut the carrot, there's a couple things that I need to make sure of. One is for my scraps. I have my scraps here. I want to make sure that I have a completely clean vegetable. Usually my vegetables come in and they need rinsing. Okay, so we're going to make sure that's rinsed. And I also like them to be set out for a while so they're not cold. I believe when vegetables are cold, they have more of a chance of slipping. I make sure I have my right knife out for the job. This is a chef's knife. I make sure that I have my honing steel if I need to sharpen it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And I also make sure that I have a towel or two, okay, and my grip pad below my cutting board, and I have my knife cuts. I call them my little boards for looking at cuts. Okay, so I'm going to just cut the tip off. It's part of my waist. Put it in here. By doing that, it also creates less of a mess. Now my carrot rolls, so we don't want it to roll. We want to go ahead and cut it. Hold your carrot and cut it lengthwise to establish a base. So now it's not going to roll. Okay. Again, cut it down. So you're going to make a square end. That's my waist. So far, so I've got two sides there done. Another side. And another side. Okay, so you've got your square end of your carrot. My waist is in my waist bucket. Now this is a good sized carrot. Okay, I got two pieces. It's not quite julienne yet. Now it's julienne. I'm gonna come closer. Now it's julienne. Okay, so I can compare my cuts like that. Okay, so I'm gonna take it down to fine julienne, where I cut them lengthwise in half. Lengthwise in half. And then okay. And then I can cube the end like that when they're cut like this. Cubes form. Okay, and if I want them smaller, I would cut this in half again. And now I have a brunoise. And then when that's cut in half, you have a fine brunoise. See the difference? Okay. And this could be, it's a nice for on top of salads or on top of a soup, French onion soup or any kind of a tomato soup. Okay. So you've established the various cuts. Hi. Today we're here to show you how to trim a radish so it's prepared. Can be prepared for garnishing. We have a Mercer knife kit here for garnishing. It's awesome. It's got a whole bunch of different utensils in there. This is a tournée knife, and we use this for different things. We can also use our chef's knife, or perhaps a paring knife for this this particular cut. This is a radish. Again, it's not been trimmed, so we want to trim that off. Okay, so here's our trimmed ones. And I come down and I just make slits like that, not all the way down, like that. Okay, and then I'm going to put it in some cold water like we did this one, and this is going to help to pump it. Should help to make it come open. We can also make it have like a base. See that like that? Should pop up a little bit in a little, get that going in a little while. Okay, so here is the one where we're gonna do the cross. Go down, 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 down. And again, this is just really pretty on a plate, people like to eat radishes, some people don't like to eat radishes. And then once it's been in cold water for a while, see it's already beginning to plump up. Just take a custard cup and just add some ice to it. Okay, let's come back to our radishes. See how it's plumped up? Looks like a nice little radish for garnish. And then here's our plumped up for our pom-pom. Probably should have cut down a little bit further to make it more open. Today we have with us some cilantro, and we're gonna teach you how to cut it. Again, our cutting board, our grip pad, our knife, this is a chef's knife. We're gonna use this to our advantage, okay? And we're going to just kind of scrape the cilantro as we go. It's kind of nice, it holds it, but you don't want to put those in your dish. Whether you're making salsa, doing something with the cilantro on top of some fish, you want to just kind of ease on into scraping it off like this. And again, I like to have my scraps go in there, need be. Just kind of go like that, kind of scrape it along, and it does help preserve the taste of the cilantro by going along like this and cutting off your leaves. Okay. See, and it still holds it in place. We still got our fine cilantro. Okay, then I take a bigger knife. Stop it there, knife. And I cut off my leaves. This is the fun part and the easy part. Just kind of go like this. Again, you want to make sure that your knife is sharp. Maybe some stems, just remove those. It smells so good. Great. We are going to cut an orange now, which is interesting thing to do. You're gonna actually make like little V's, get close, like a whole big W. See that along the lines? You kind of have to remember where you're at. And then eventually what's gonna happen is it'll come apart. As long as I cut in there pretty tight. Oranges smell so good. This is nice for a fruit basket. Oh man, am I seeing that? Okay, there we go. Just keep making V's all along. It's kind of like you remember where you cut your grass, your lines. And then should be able to pull apart. It's called an orange blossom. There we go. See? We have a delicious pineapple, and there's nothing finer than a delicious pineapple versus canned or frozen. So today I'm going to show you how to cut one. Okay, first you want to cut off the top. And you can always use the top for garnishing on a platter. It's nice, makes it nice. And cut off the bottom. Okay, move those aside. Then you're gonna cut it in half. The pineapple's bad. Okay, and in the middle of your pineapple, you're gonna have this core, and you don't eat the core. So you're going to cut like that, and like that. And then now what you do is you're going to
slice down here like this. Pretty even cuts. Same with on the other side. And then just cut like that, close to the skin. And you can serve it in a bowl. We got a plate for today. Just put it on your plate. There's the other one. There we go. Fresh pineapple. Great for fruit salads with strawberries for nice color. They're very in season right now too.